guys, welcome to another episode of the Selenge Yango podcast. This is our May series. I'm honored to be hosting the beautiful, lovely.
My name is Naserian Martine. So honored to be here.
Karibu sana Naserian. This is the hot seat. The Selenge podcast is a platform for girls, by girls, and we just talk about girl stuff. So relax. Let's have fun. So tell us, Naserian, who is Naserian?
Wow. Most of the time I find it hard to answer this question, but Naserian is a resilient girl from the village of Siana. And yeah, she is passionate about girl child education and girl child and community development.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. And what do you do, Naserian?
I am a teacher by profession. I teach at Allumni Junior Secondary School in West. And I also do community work through Masai Mara Women Empowerment Guide Organization.
Oh, wow. So what does Masai Mara Women Empowerment Guide Organization do? Tell us more about the organization. I'm giving you a platform to market for free.
Thank you so much. Basically, what we do, we empower the community through education. So we conduct educational forums, both formal and non-formal. And we also promote education through educational programs that we supply food to schools, to the in the far-flung areas, and also we provide reading and writing materials. And what we do mostly is mentorship. We mentor the children to understand the value of education, and we want them to see how education can transform them and also transform the community, because apparently the rates of illiteracy in our West are still very high. Yeah. But on top of that, we also do reproductive health programs, and we also do environment conservation and economic empowerment programs.
Wow, that's amazing. So, tell us about your childhood. Where did you grow up?
I grew up in a Maasai setting, and that tells you that I've gone through most of the things that Maasai children go through. And I also schooled in public primary school. Yeah, so my childhood, I can say it was fun. We had a lot of friends. I had a lot of friends. And the most beautiful part is that I understood my purpose early, courtesy of mentorship. Wow. And that is why I'm passionate about mentorship.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you knew you wanted to be a teacher, or what did you want to be when you grew up? Was teaching part of the dream, or it just happened along the way?
It was not clear what I wanted to be, but there is one thing I was so sure. My mentor would always tell us that if you work hard in school, if you give your best in school, you will become someone better in the society.
Yeah.
And how she put it was very practical. So she would say that in our society, we have different types of people, and therefore you have to choose where you want to belong. And I made a choice that, or rather I desired to be somewhere in a society where I am a resourceful person. I am someone who can impact the society. I didn't want to be useless in the society. So it was not really clear what I wanted to be, but I just desired to have a better life than my parents, because how she used to put it is that she used to tell us to reflect our background. So she would tell us to reflect the breakfast we had. Most of the time we used to have the kiporo for breakfast. And then she said, how do you want to have breakfast in future? Yeah, and I would desire breakfast at a round table with
Wow.
healthy breakfast, and then she would also tell us to reflect our home, our house. Is there a toilet in your home? So if you're tired of going to the toilet in the bush as a child, you can work hard and change something. So that reflection just made me desire to be someone, but it was not clear that I wanted to be a teacher.
Wow. That's amazing. So now I'm going to ask you a bit personal questions. Now, growing up, you're very beautiful. I don't know if anyone ever told you this. I might tell you behind the cameras, but I want to tell you on camera.
Thank you.
Did this work to your advantage growing up, or was it a disadvantage?
When I was growing up, I was bigger than girls of my age. And of course, I was also beautiful, but I didn't feel like it was on my advantage because a lot of boys wanted me, and I used to receive a lot of letters, and sometimes they would really bother me a lot. Yeah, because one thing my mother told me was that if you go near a man, you will get pregnant and HIV.
Okay.
So I didn't know how.
If you just go near any man,
If you just go near any man, you might get a chance.
And that was the Sarech education in our days.
Yeah, that was the warning my mother gave me. And receiving all these letters was really making me feel troubled. And also, our teachers were very nasty in those times. So sometimes they would read your letter. If they get hold of your letter, they will read it at the school assembly. So it really made me feel troubled in school, and sometimes I was not sure whether I would tell someone about the letters. So that is how it made me feel. I would also like to add that not only boys or not only my peers were after me, even older men, the men whom I expected to protect me were also trying to prey on me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's sad. How did this affect your self-esteem or your confidence, receiving all this unwanted male attention?
Okay. Earlier, it really made me feel bad, but I think with more exposure, I realized that there are some girls who are sad because they are not receiving letters.
Oh yeah, I was girls.
Yeah, so, and I think the more I received proper education about adolescence and self-awareness, I realized how to react and how also to protect myself. Yes.
Yeah, that's amazing. Did you ever feel let down by the adults in your life as a child?
So many times. A lot of times we feel let down by adults. One, I told you, as a child, when you're in school and you're someone who is supposed to protect you, is the one who wants to prey on you. You feel discouraged and you feel like you lack trust to the adults in the society, and when there are times you need to open up, you may not be able to open up because there is no trust. And also, I felt let down by women. I can say that in that time when I was receiving a lot of letters and a lot of attention, women said that it was about me. It is me who invited them. Yeah, it is. So they didn't create a platform to help me, but they also shamed me. Yeah, for receiving a lot of male attention. Yeah.
What would you tell that young girl today?
I would tell that young girl today that she had nothing to do with all the bad things that happened during her childhood. Any form of abuse and any form of shaming She has nothing to do with that, and she should be confident and happy. And I would congratulate her for making it this far. I can tell you that during my time, teenage pregnancy was very rampant, and I would congratulate myself for being resilient and patient. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. So how do you show up for young girls in today's society?
In today's society, I believe that there are a lot of platforms now that are there to encourage young girls, not in parables like how we used to get our mentorship, but we have a lot of people who are able to give an intimate talk to young girls, and therefore I would like to tell young girls that there are a lot of people who are ready to help them, and therefore they should not shy off. They should embrace support, because the people who want to support you when you're an adolescent, sometimes they seem like, they are not a vibe. They may seem boring, but the people who may want to mislead you, they seem like very cheerful, and therefore I would like to tell them to embrace help, embrace any kind of support that is brought to them, and more so embrace Selenge Yokop podcast, because it is there purposely for them.
Thank you. So who are your role models? Who do you look up to?
I look up to you, and you know that. You know that you're one of the people I look up to, because you're surely a resilient and a very strong woman. I don't know if you've already shared about your teenagehood and all that, but I know you're a very strong person, and you're an ambitious woman, and I look up to you from the grassroots level and to going up. I look up to other women.
You can mention
like the late Wangari Maathai. I actually look up to her. I also look up to my spiritual mentors. So Trofosa. So I also look up to her because I really admire her elegance and stand in faith. Yes.
That's amazing. Thank you for looking up to me. I hope I'm setting a good example. Now, in your older years, ushakuwa baby girl in campus, how was the interaction with the opposite sex?
All through primary, secondary, we were told, do not date. Wait until you go to campus, you will meet your husband there. And now I went to campus. I was now started to, letting my guard down, opening up for relationships, because I knew definitely we are here to meet our husbands, and by the time we graduate, I started laughing.
It's okay.
So during campus is when I started dating, and honestly, none of my campus relationship ended up to marriage. It really created deep wounds within me, and it took quite a long time to heal. So that was my relationship with men as I grew up.
So umepigwa character development in short.
Sana.
Na wewe umepigana character development?
Maybe yes.
Maybe, yes.
Maybe. I'm not sure, because I feel like I was always ready to be a wife when dating in campus.
You are dating for marriage? For
marriage,
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I didn't know that maybe a lot of people in campus date for fun. So maybe to add on that, I would like to say that the things that I missed is we were not prepared, or I didn't know. Maybe I was prepared, but I was not listening. I didn't know that I didn't know about dating, and I had my own views on dating. Yeah.
Pole, character development tumefikia wote.
Yeah.
But I think it's because we approach dating with too much seriousness when dating is just about knowing the other person.
Yeah.
Sijui kwa nini tunajipotezanga hapo when the person knows you and they decide, oh, I don't think you are the girl for me, or I don't think you are the man for me. We translate it to character development.
Yeah.
But anyway, as we grow older,
we learn. We keep
learn.
learning. Yeah.
So, what is your relationship with Murwa girls? How have you interacted with Murwa girls?
We've interacted with them at different levels, one as friends and also as partners. We've partnered with Murwa girls to implement programs like the recent Kuzadada Camp that was held in Narok. Also, Murwa girls have helped me in mentoring me through the Forum for Women in Community Work. That's the mentorship program they created. It was back in 2020. Yeah, so I interact with them at different levels, and I'm open for more platforms to interact with them later. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, thank you. So, how do you see, like, what would you say is one thing that you took away from specifically the mentorship program? How has it impacted your life?
The mentorship program helped me to focus on myself, about who I am, my goals, and how to implement them. So it has actually helped me to grow as a person, and also helped me understand how to even grow as a career woman, how to work with my organization in general. Yeah.
Now I give you an opportunity to brag. How many awards have you received through Michael? What platforms have you been able to access?
I've received the award, Utumishi Bora Award. By Kenya Christian Professional Forum.
Wow.
We are acknowledging our work in pioneering and innovation. And I've also received an award from Young Women of Africa that was at a continental level.
Wow.
That they honored our work in sexual reproductive health and girls mentorship. The award is called the Queen Zinga Bandi Award of Excellence.
Wow.
And the most fulfilling award that I've received is the award that I received from the community when they honored our work in improving the learners' participation in school. So that is the award that I appreciate the most, because it comes from the people I work with.
It means they see the impact and they appreciate the efforts you're putting in. Wow, congratulations on those awards. We are very proud of you.
Thank you.
So, what's your 5-year plan? Personally and through Mwego.
Quite a difficult question.
Or where do you see yourself in 5 years? Maybe let's make it a vision, not a plan. Like, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
As a person, in 5 years, I believe that I will be a professor.
Hey! Are we calling you Professor Naserian?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. And the organization, where do you see it in 5 years?
In 5 years, I believe that our organization will be able to sort other issues in the community, and that is, we will be able to move from education or move from enrollment issues and transition issues to even other issues concerning education. So I believe that in 5 years, the transition rates in Narok West will be at around 95 or 99. Yeah, so that is the impact I aim to see. I also aim to see FGM rates at 0%. Yeah. So that is how I see it. That's where we'll be in the next.
That's amazing. Yeah. So how do you use technology in education?
Yeah, technology is very essential in education, and as a Maasai community, it's something we cannot actually ignore. Apparently, the CBC program is integrating ICT in every subject, and the use of internet is essential, as we also use the videos, the YouTube videos, to further our lesson content. And also we use ICT in planning as teachers. We use ICT to help us plan our work. And also to give holiday assignments, just to encourage learners to use a phone or mobile phones in a very useful way. It's important if they go on maybe other social media pages, but there are so many sites that we give learners to visit and work on their holiday assignments there, and like that we believe that we'll be able to improve digital literacy. Yes.
Sawa. Thank you so much for your contribution in that sector. I know you do a lot of technology in education, that's why I asked that question specifically. So, as we come to an end, I don't know why I do this, but I did with the other two interviews. You get to ask me 2 questions, if you want to.
Well, I would like to tell you congratulations for starting the podcast. You're just, it is a way to show that you are embracing technology and to reach out to people, because a lot of young people are available in these platforms. So I don't have a question for you. Bravo.
That's nice. Thank you. I was a bit nervous. Atauliza nini huyu?
Umetoka soko?
Soko sijatoka bado. This is a 10 FGM commitment ring. It's not a marriage ring. So bado niko soko.
Okay. Don't ask.
So mimi nisiulize, but wewe unaniuliza. Just do this. Do this to our viewers. Whatever you do with that information is entirely up to you. Thank you so much, Naserian. It's such a pleasure hanging out with you today. Thank you, viewers. Please subscribe and share this with the teenage girls, generally the young women, because our goal is to just give them a platform to learn from us and to get their voice out there. So thank you for watching. See you in the next one.